My name is Taati Shikongo. I am a pharmacist. I studied at UNAM School of Pharmacy. I'm originally from Windhoek. Currently, I'm working at Usakos District Hospital. How I ended up here, I actually always wanted to be a chef. Like when I was in high school, I wanted to be a chef, so it's quite the opposite direction. But then, growing up in a black family, it's like, why a chef? It's not really a career, it's more like a hobby. And so I was forced to sort of do something else, and I was thinking I should go the medicine route, but then I didn't really want to do that. So I actually ended up coming to pharmacy for a semester. I had applied to the US for medicine. Then I did a semester here. My mom was like, you can't sit at home. So I did a semester of pharmacy. And before I knew it, I finished the degree. I was late with some registration fees for the US. So before I knew it, I had finished the degree and I liked what I did. And so I stayed. Alright, so life after varsity, straight after graduation, what did I do? The year of graduation, I was waiting to be placed for internships. So in between then, I was doing a little bit of research. And then after that, my first internship, I was working in State Central Hospital in Windhoek. And then after that, I moved to the private sector. I was working for a private company. And now I'm back in State again, so it's been a bit of everything. I've explored in the private sector and in the I don't think you'll ever really be prepared for the real life, the working life. But I think, UNAM really did a great job. School of Pharmacy, at least where I was, they did a great job in preparing us with so much exposure. We had attachments every year, every semester actually, since second year. So I had attachments in Uganda. We worked in Uganda, worked in the private sector, in the hospital private sector, as well as in the retail private sector, and stayed from rural areas to the referral hospital. So we really had a feel of everything. So I think to the best of their abilities, they did prepare us with that, because on top of the theory aspect, which was also really extensive, we also got a really extensive and broad practical aspect, in terms of the fact that we went to manufacturing companies and all that. I'm from Windhoek, as I said, so it's a thing of really just wanting to explore a different setting. I could have also gone to private in a different area, but I sort of opted to go to a little quiet town and just, figure out things, figure out what I want to do after that. Postgraduate, Windhoek is very fast life, so it's mostly, you always have something to do. So I thought, let me take some time off in a quiet space and sort of just reflect on what now. I've gotten my degree, I've worked in the private sector, I've gotten the feel of that, I've gotten the feel of the state as well. So I thought, why not come here? And also, serving people is really at the heart of, my passion. And so, yes, in the private sector you do that as well, but I feel like state is really where you get a feel of service. Definitely a jump from coming from high school, so much supervision, someone's always behind you, and then you come here and you're basically on your own. And so I would say really you need to be focused on the end goal, be focused on why you're there. There's so many distractions, varsity life, of course it's important to have a social life and really keep your sanity, because school can be draining, but I think it's important to focus on why it is that you got there in the first place and focus on the end goal. And I think another thing is everyone's going to have opinions of this is hard, focus on this, but I think figure it out for yourself, figure out what it is that you like. I think also just try to do exceedingly well. I think it got so drained to the point that we just wanted to focus on the 50%. But what they don't tell you is, also there's life after graduation. You want to do postgraduate, but maybe your undergraduate results weren't good enough to get you into a good postgraduate, tertiary institution like say the UK or wherever. They have standards that you have to meet. So we thought, the 50% will just cut it, but it really doesn't cut it. And really learn as much as you can, because once you go out there, people really expect you to be a professional. People value your opinion, and in our field you're dealing with lives, so it's really important to not just try and pass for the sake of passing, but also just retain the information so that when you go out there you're ready. And yeah, my lecturers back at UNAM School of Pharmacy, I think they're quite proud to see the fruits of their labor. And keep up what you're doing, keep up the school of pharmacy, and